Hello friends, good morning to everyone. So in the last class, we have discussed about properties of the determinants. So remaining I am going to discuss now. So another three properties are there. Okay. So what is the first property? So what is the use of the studying of these properties? See here, you must go. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಐತಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ so that these properties will help for your problems while evaluate the determinant value. Okay, you can easily evaluate by using the properties of these determinants. Okay, so next we have discussed the three properties in the yesterday class. First property says that the value of the determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. Okay, then come to second property. If any two rows or any two columns interchanged, then the sign of the determinant changes. Okay, so last third property is if any two rows or any two columns are identical. Identical means the corresponding elements must be same. So then you come to that value is 0. Okay. So now I will go through the property number 4. Okay students, I will go through the property number 4. So try to remember the properties. So these will help for your next problems. Property number 4. Okay students, property number 4. So property number 4, see here, I will go to the statement now. So nimga statement alli ನೆನಪು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆದ you can remember by symbolically. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು symbolically ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು. Okay, no problem. Property number 4 now. See here, if each element of a row, see here, a row, okay, or a column multiplied by constant k, any constant k, okay, then the value of determinant multiplied by k means any constant. Okay, constant. See here, it is your property number 4. It says that if each element of a row, remember this, a row means any one. So remember this point, a row or column, multiplied by constant k, then the value of determinant multiplied by k. See here, ಇದು ನಾನು ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಾಗ. Okay, so verification, go for the verification now. Okay students, verification ನೋಡಿ, ಇದರ meaning ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಇವಾಗ I'll take the delta. Let us take delta as that is a1, a2, a3. Okay, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. Okay, it is a delta. According to this property, see it, if each element of a row, I will choose a row 1, any one, remember this, don't go for all the row, a row, only one row, choose any one. I will choose r1. Okay, r1. See here, multiply by constant k. I will choose now, let delta 1 choose ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, that is I will choose R1. I will multiply by K. Multiply R1 by K. Therefore, what it becomes? KA1. It is your KA2. It is your KA3. Correct? Throughout, choose R1. Throughout multiplied by K. Or you can choose R2 or R3. Anyone. Okay. Yes. See here. And B1, B2, B3, keep as it is. C1, C2, C3, keep as it is. Okay. Now I will try to find this value. See here. So first, before going to this, see here. Before going to this, just evaluate this value. It is your try to find the determinant of this value. Now, what is this value? So this value is see here plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. Find this value. Go for A1 along R1. Expanding along R1. It is your plus A1 plus A1. So determinant of this use the element along R1 and C1, and this is B2, B3, C2, C3, and minus C2 times this one. Use the elements along C2 and C1, B1, B3, C1, C3, and this one plus A3 times what becomes B1, B2, C1, C2. Okay, students. So go for this one. What it becomes? A1 times this one is B2 C3 minus C2 B3. Yes, this one minus A2 times B1 C3 minus C1 B3. This one plus A3 times B1 C2 minus C1 B2. Correct? Yes. So call this as equation 1. Okay. Now I will take now delta 1. Okay. Let now go for this. Let delta 1 is I will multiply this R1 by K according to this property. Therefore, KA1, KA2, KA3, now B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Okay. So now evaluate this. Find this value. What it becomes now? Remember the statement. If each element of A or column is multiplied by K, then the value of determinant is multiplied by K. So our work is try to prove that K times determinant of this value. Okay. Yes. See here. So you are going go for that one. So this is your evaluate that one. See students. What is this answer now? See here. Therefore, delta 1 is nothing but go for this plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. Expanding along R1. That is nothing but plus KA1 times this one. Leave the elements along R1 and C1. That is B2, B3. This one C2, C3, and this one minus KA2 times this one B1, B3, this one C1, C3, and last one plus K times A3 of B1, B2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Correct? Yes. So this is nothing but see here KA1 times B2 C3 minus C2 B3. This is delta value. It is your delta value. This one minus K times A2 B1 C3 minus C1 B3, and this one plus K A3 times B1 C2 minus C1 B2. So can I take K common in all three terms? Yes. K times what remains? A1 times B2 C3 minus C2 B3 minus A2 times B1 C3 minus C1 B3 plus A3 times B1 C2 minus C1 B2. Okay, see here k times it is a delta value A1 B2 C3 minus C2 B3 minus A2 B1 C3 minus C1 B3 plus A3 times B1 C2 minus C2 C1 B2. It is nothing but delta value. Yes. So this implies only k times delta and the whole value is multiplied by k. So this is about your verification. See here, what not k and then you ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ k ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. Taking k from R1 common term. So this property is according to this property you have to take any common factor from any row or any column. So then that value is multiplied with your determinant value. Okay, remember this according to this property. See here ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, that is ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 2 2 2 in right, you have to take the 2 common, no problem. Okay, but in case of matrix it is different. See here matrix ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು matrix ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So matrix ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು matrix ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So matrix ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾಳ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. matrix ಇವಾಗ matrix ಇದೆ A, ಈ matrix ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2A 2B 2C ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ that is B some B C D ಅಥವಾ E F G matrix. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 2 ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೋಬಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರಮ್ matrix. Remember this point. matrix ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 2 ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ 2 ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. Then you have to take the 2 common from the this matrix. But in case of determinant, suppose A is determinant, that is see here you know 2A that is 2B 2C ಇಲ್ಲಿ A B C ಇಲ್ಲಿ E F G. ಇವಾಗ you have to take the 2 common from R1 this property according to property number 4. If each element of a row or column is multiplied by k is equal to 2 here, you have to bring it outside. That is it becomes 2 times this A B C this one, A B C this one, E F G. Remember according to this and this. In case of matrix it is not possible. Remember this one. Okay students, you have to take 2 common from R1 according to property number 4. You have to take any common factor from any column or any row. Important. Okay, yes, see here. Okay, so this is about your property number 4. Okay students, so let us I will go through the property number 5. So you can go so the property name ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, so it can help in your next problems. So ನೀವು problems ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತೀವಿ, don't worry. Okay, so ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ using the elementary operations ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so like that you have to evaluate the determinant values by using these properties. You can easily get the answer. Okay, so see here, so 100% you have to use the properties to bring the to obtain the maximum number of zeros in a determinant. Then you have to go for expounding. Okay, so the maximum number of zeros ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ then it is easy for calculation in your determinant. Okay, yes, so I go through the property number 5. Property number 5, see here property number 5. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಸಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದರದ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಹೀಗಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕಲಿ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಐ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇಟ್ಟು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ a1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ 1 ಇಲ್ಲಿ a2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ 2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ a3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ b1 b2 b3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ c1 c2 c3 ಹಿಂಗ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಇದಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. this determinant is nothing but is equal to, you can also write like this. So this is your determinant value. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ನಂಬರ್ 5. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರೆಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ನೀನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ದೆನ್ ಐ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ ಸಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇರಬೇಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಬರೀ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ a2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ a3 then this one keep as it is b1 b2 b3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ c1 c2 c3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಪ್ಲಸ್ this one separate terms lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 3 this one b1 b2 b3 this one c1 c2 c3 it is your property number 5. see here now come to statement ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೂ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್. see here come to now statement ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ if sum are all the elements of if sum are all the elements of a row or a column is expressed as the sum of two or more terms. Two or two terms only. I will choose all ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ sum of the two terms. two terms. Okay. Then the determinant value can be expressed as the sum of the two determinants. ಹೀಗಿದ್ದಾನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ರೋ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಕಾಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ ಎಸ್ sum of two or more terms 100%. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬರೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀದ್ರೆ lambda 2 then plus lambda 2 ಆಟ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು expressed as the sum of two or more determinants according to property number 5. see here now come to statement ನೋಡೋಣ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ. so remember this one, so you can perform ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, so try to remember this. okay students, what it says symbolically try to remember. ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಒಂದು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ 2 plus e and this one 3 plus a1 ಇದು a2 plus ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 plus a3 this one a b c this one d e f is equal to ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು according to this one ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋಣ 2 3 4 a b c this one d e f is equal plus ಇದನ್ನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋಣ sum of the two terms this one a1 a2 a3 this one a b c this one d e f. that's all. so this determinant can be written like this sum of the two determinants according to property number 5. remember this. ಹೀಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಮ್ ಬರಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ sum of two or more terms. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ any arrow or a column can be expressed as the sum of the two terms, then the determinant value can be expressed as the sum of the two determinants. okay remember this. okay students, so this is about your property number 5. remember these properties na ಹೇಳಿ already. so ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಡೀಪ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, but while solving the problems ನಿಮಗೆ 100% it will be easy for you. okay yes, according to statement ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡಿ. statement ಏನಿದೆ property number 5 if sum are all the elements of a row or a column can be expressed as the sum of the two or more terms then determinant value can be expressed as the sum of the two determinants. remember one thing, this is nothing but this value, that's all. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹೀಗೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, that's all. okay yes, remember this. ಅಥವಾ ಹೀಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ lambda 1 lambda 2 ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀತೀವಿ lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 3 no problem ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲಮ್ 1. okay this is about property number 5 students. okay so now I will go to the last property, that is property number 6. remember this property. okay Property number 6. Property number 6. Property number 6. Okay, students. Let's go to that one. Last property. So property number 6 under statement. Property number 6 ali. Property number 6. Okay, students. Property number 6. That is if to each element of any row, each element of any row or column of a determinant the equimultiples of the equimultiples means equal multiples, equimultiples of corresponding elements corresponding of other row or column added or subtracted, no problem, added. Okay, added. Then the value of determinant remains same. Then the value of determinant remains same. Okay, remains same. ಇದರ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ನಾವು inverse in the case of element of trigonometry, that is r1 changes to r1 plus k times r2, k is any constant. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, if to the each element of any row or determinant or any column, if to the each element of, okay, the equimultiples of corresponding elements of the other row are added. See here, I will go for verification. See here, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಒಂದು delta ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. I will take a delta. Let delta equal to let delta equal to see here. Let delta equal to a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2, this one a3 b3 c3. Idri meaning is this delta value is also is nothing but c here. It is a delta. I will go for this property. If to the each element of any row, I will choose a r1 row. R1. Okay, it means r1 row. The equimultiples of corresponding element of other row. See here, and I will apply this. That is this one. This means r1 changes to r1 plus k r2. I will apply this one. It means if you apply these properties, it means this is also is equal to this one. Under the value of the determinants remains same. There is no problem. Now applying this, what is the delta 1 now? Delta 1 becomes ಏನಪ್ಪ delta 1 ಇಲ್ಲಿ r1 ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. r1 is changed like r1 plus k r2. This one ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ r1 ಇದು it is your r1, correct? ಇದು r1, ಇದು r2, ಇದು r3. So according to this one, you are changing r1 plus k r2. This one a1 corresponding elements. Remember this corresponding elements. That is a1 plus ಏನಿದು k2, correct? This one ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ b1 plus k b2. Okay, k, and this one c1 plus k c2, and r2 remains same. That is a2 b2 c2. This one a3 b3 c3. Okay, a3 b3 c3. Now delta 1 is equal to delta 3 maximum. See here, how it goes ಇದು ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ our work is try to prove delta 1 is equal to delta because if to the each element of any row of determinant is the equimultiples of the corresponding elements of a other row are added, then the value of the determinant remains same. My work is try to prove delta 1 is value is nothing but delta 1. Okay, yes. See here, k is any constant. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ನೋಡಿ. r1 changes to like that r1 plus any equimultiples of corresponding elements. Okay, see here, delta 1 ಈ delta 1 ನೋಡ್ರಿ according to property number 5 ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ delta 1 ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ sum of two terms ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, sum of two terms ಅಂತ r ನಲ್ಲಿ. So can I split that according to property number 5? Then what is the result now? ಏನಿದೆ delta 1 ಇವಾಗ? That is separate variable, that is a1 b1 c1, this one a2 b2 c2, this one a3 b3 c3, and plus according to property number 5. And if all the elements of or some elements of a row or column can be expressed as the sum of the two terms, then the determinant value can be expressed as the sum of the two determinants. See here, this is k2, this is kb2, this is kc2, and this is what is that now? This one a2 b2 c2, this one a3 b3 c3. It means ఇది also by property 5, by property number 5. Okay, delta 1 can be written as like this by the property number 5. Now see here, delta 1 it is nothing but the delta value. Is it delta 1? Yes, it is delta value. It is a delta value. This one, tell me the answer directly. So can I take the k common from r1? Is it possible? According to property number 4, k is present in r1. You have to take the k common from r1 according to property number 4. Property number 4 mukandra you have to take any common factor from any row or any column. That constant is present in all the three elements. So take k common from r1, that is a2 b2 c2, a2 b2 c2, this is a3 b3 c3. Okay, yes. Now see here, this implies delta 1 equal to this one delta, this one k times, I will write this value as 0 because according to property number 3, any two rows or any two columns are identical, then what is your answer? That is 0. See here, r1 and r2 are identical, a2 b2 b2 c2 c2, this is 0. Yes, therefore delta 1 is equal to delta a. So hence verified. According to property number this one, because property by property is by property number 3, any two rows are any two columns are identical, r1 and r2 are identical, this becomes 0, therefore delta 1 equal to delta. So this is whatever property number 6. ಇದರ meaning ಇಷ್ಟೇ. Property number 6 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್, suppose choose anyone, I will choose r1. r1 changes to like this, r1 plus k r2, r1 changes to r1 plus k r3 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು no problem, the value remains same again. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, r1 changes to k r1, so it is not possible in case of determinants. ಇದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಇದು in case of to find the inverse by using the element operation. So e property will apply again. Remember this one. Okay, yes. So only remember these property in case of determinants, that is property number 6. Or you can change the sign, let applying the c1 changes to c1 plus k times c2, that is also same. but so this property is not valid for determinants. Okay, remember this one. Okay, so this is all about 6 properties. Okay students, so in the next class I will start the problems. Okay, so how we have to use these properties, so in case of problems, okay, while solving the problems, so then we have to understand it deeply. Okay, yes, thank you.